What's up, collectors? Jim here, and tonight we're taking a look at the brand new Hot Toys Batman Arkham Knight figure based on the video game. Let's check it out. Okay, let's start off talking about the box. Now, the box is basically the kind of cardboard that has been coming out recently with the Hot Toys. It's not that really nice, thick cardboard. It is a little bit on the lighter side. This isn't the shoe box that we've been getting with Hot Toys. This does have the magnetic flap, but I'm taking a look at the front of it. Something about the image, I just feel like they kind of dropped the ball with the image and what they put on the front of the box. I mean, it's nice, but for some reason the image kind of reminds me of something you'd see on the side of a Mattel package, or just like a cheaper figure. You would see this image on the side or on the top of the package or on the back or in the corner. Something about the image just kind of bugs me. We do have some texture along, all of this part and the Batman, the entire picture. You do have a little bit of embossment, on the other writing on it. We do have the 1/6 scale collectible figure. We do have the Batman Arkham Knight video game logo. We do have, Batman VGM 026, which is video game Masterpeice. We do have the Hot Toys logo and the DC. Now on the side, again, we get this texture. We just get the continuation of the picture on the front. We got some, Gotham City in the background here. We kind of have this A kind of going up through the side of it. So, I mean, that's pretty cool for the most part. We got the Batman Arkham Knight on the bottom. Same thing on the top. On the one side, we basically just have, Arkham Batman. On the back, again, I feel like this is an image you would see just on a cheap figure. I don't know what it is. Just looks like a poor choice, I feel. I feel like Hot Toys has made some really awesome boxes and very creative, and I feel like this one just isn't that creative. But we do have the big A. Of course, you got Batman 1/6 scale collectible figure again. Got the Hot Toys insignia. All that other kind of hazards and warnings and barcodes. We do have the magnetic flap that opens up. We get this image, which is on the other side. Of course, you do have the flap. Now you kind of have like a blurred image of, Gotham. And then on the inside, of course, we have the Batman again. And then we do have all the people responsible for making this awesome figure, which, I mean, really, it is a nice figure. We have the Batman logo there. And of course, Batman would be housed in the clamshell behind the packaging. But that is the packaging. Let's move on to accessories. Okay, now with this Batman, we get tons of accessories. Really cool. A lot of accessories that if you got the other version, the last video game version that they put out, a lot of same accessories, then we also get some new accessories. So very cool. As far as hands, we do get a total of 5 different right hands and 4 different left hands. But all of the hands are done really nice. Really nice sculpt and paint all over these. And I love how they have the blue with the silver dry brushing going on that part. And of course we just get the nice bright silver chrome for the knuckles. And of course we do have nice sculpted stitches all inside there. And of course, we have the 2 fists. And then the other hands are just, for grabbing, holding all of the different accessories. The other fist, get this wide open one. As you see, like really nice stitch work on the underside. But yeah, the hands are really nice. Awesome job. We get 2 of these extended grapple hooks. And I don't know how I feel about these. I mean, as you can see, they're kind of done like on this very thin wire that has no posability whatsoever. I mean, this is basically it. And you get 2 of these. It's not like one is set in a pose and the other one you can put in a pose. No, you just have 2 bended grapple hooks. So I don't really like that. The hooks look really nice. We get some nice kind of dry brushing on the tips of the hooks. I mean, they look great. But I'm guessing that to utilize these things, I'll just use this one for example. You can kind of port it in there. I'm guessing they think that we were supposed to put it in there and then have this kind of rest on something else. I don't know. I think that's pretty silly. I don't really like that at all. Moving on to this accessory, which is done beautifully. And I forget what these weapons are called. It's been a while since I've played the game. But this thing is just done really, really nice. Looks cool, done really, really nice. I love the kind of like, you know, light baby silverish blue we got going on up against the gray metal. Just looks really good. We get some nice gold details throughout it, and the handle looks great. Just really, really cool. I love that thing. That's cool. We do get 2 batarangs. The batarangs are done really nice. Look just like they did in the game. Very sharp. Of course, you got the silver going down at the sides. One of these hinges up and down. Then you get another one that is just, you know, stationary. It does not hinge up and down. So you get 2 of those. You do get the grapple gun, which is really cool. This doesn't move up and down. You got a couple different ports you can put into the grapple gun. This one. And then, of course, all the grapple hooks themselves come out. Then you've got this port. And then, of course, like this one comes out. And you can put, you know, this grapple hook in there if you wanted to. And then I don't remember this in the game, but apparently as the instructions is saying that goes in there like that. I may be wrong. Maybe I'm looking at the instructions wrong, but it's basically saying that that goes in there. And this doesn't come off or anything. But, you know, really, really cool, nice accessories. And we've got this accessory, which I have no idea what this is supposed to be or how this is even used. But it's done really nice. You know, once again, nice sculpt. Cool, nice gray color with some silver dry brushing all throughout it. And I remember this weapon in the game. Don't remember what it's called, but very, very cool. Very nice paint on it. Nice clean paint. Nice gold hints going around these parts. Really, really nice. And of course you got this bat grenade or gas bomb of some sort. And this is done really nice. Nice sculpt, nice paint. I love how the blue, again, goes up against that like dark gray. Looks great. Really, really cool accessory. Of course, you do have the stick for popping out the mouth plates. We do have this awesome gun, which is just really, really done nice. This thing is just awesome. Really nice blue paint, kind of. The grip looks awesome on it. Front of it looks awesome. We got some rounds in there painted. Really nice colors up here. Of course, you kind of have like the little scope on the front. That looks great. Or the sight. This thing is just really, really cool. Now, it says in the instructions, even though it kind of looks right there, like you could fold this. Like, I think you can in the game. I think you can fold it in the game. It does not fold. It even says in the instructions, do not try to fold. So that's a little bit unfortunate. I feel like they could have easily put a hinge on that to have that fold. That would have been really, really cool. Or even have this part like come in and out. But, you know, with that, still a very cool accessory. And then we have this awesome accessory, which looks great. Look at that. That's so cool. Really, really nice job on this. But this is the Oracle, I believe her name was. I think it's, isn't this Batgirl or something like that that he talked to in the game? But this is done really nice. You can put this on either one of his gauntlets. Then, of course, you do have the kind of grimacing mouth, open teeth. Or not open teeth, but open lipped, showing the teeth face. Which I'm not very fond of. But, I mean, it does look alright from certain angles in the figure. We do get a base, which this time they just chose to give us a kind of like a rectangle base. Of course, we do got some nice Batman Arkham Knight, you know, on the faceplate. And then we do get a kind of rough textured surface to this with some images from the game. So, I mean, it's not too bad. And of course, we do get the crouch grabber. Crotch grabber. God, I cannot talk. It's been a long day at work, guys. Forgive me. But of course, we do have the, you know, adjustable cradle there. you can port that into that. Of course, we do get some instructions. As always with every Hot Toy, very important to go over the instructions, but it just goes over the grapple gun, goes over different guns. This is what I was talking about. It says do not try to fold right there. Talking about the Batarang, all the other weapons. Talking about the belt, saying that this belt is non-detachable. Please do not try to take off. I will get to that with my figure here in a minute. Of course, showing the face plates, showing that the tips of his ears are very sharp, showing how you can pop on the right and left side. And then, of course, you got some of the limitations with the... Yeah, guys, that is all the accessories that come with this awesome Batman. Oh, and I almost forgot. We do get this cardboard piece, which is done okay. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but we do get a cool little image of Gotham City. It's on a nice, pretty thick, you know, piece of cardboard, so I do think that's cool. And I do like how if you do have Batman standing in front of this, you know, up on the base, you kind of get this kind of, you know, bat signal behind him. So that's very, very cool. And this does come with these little sides that kind of just hold it up, and these are thick but very cheap. Like, as you see, they kind of like ripped as you're trying to put these through. So I didn't really care for that too much, but we do get that included with it. But that's all the accessories that come with Batman. Let's take a look at Batman. Okay, and here is Batman, and I gotta say, the overall look of this thing is just absolutely amazing. They did such a good job with this. Such a good job with this figure. I mean, overall aesthetic, you know, hitting how it looks in the game for the most part. I mean, just incredible job. Trying to get up in on his eyes. The eyes are done really nice. But great, you know, cowl on this thing, done really nice. Got some nice silver dry brushing over here on the side. I love this little part right here. Really nice attention to detail all over that thing. All of these intricate parts all in the costume design. The carbon fiber kind of shoulder pad pieces. I mean, just really nice attention to detail all throughout all of this figure. I mean, of course, like Hot Toys usually does, man. I mean, they just nail it when it comes to that, just, you know, hitting it and just all those little attention to details. Really nice job on this part of the suit. Bat symbol looks awesome. Of course, the ab sections look really good. We just have all these little different textures and colors, and it just looks really good. The belt came out looking, you know, pretty good for the most part. Not bad. We get some nice gold and silver, a little bit of, you know, wash throughout it to kind of make it look a little bit on the dirty side. This part of his pants kind of sticks out because it's so plain. But, you know, again, we get some nice texture here on this part of the suit, and then we get kind of like almost like a very soft, you know, plastic feel right here almost. And the knee pads look really good. The boots look awesome. And I love how in the boots and in the gauntlets you get like this kind of bluish purple look. It looks so awesome. It just looks really good, kind of with those hints of, you know, silver dry brushing all throughout it. Just looks so cool. And the boots are done really nice. Really nice detail and sculpt all throughout them. I just love that blue color. And they made like a kind of like an exclusive version of the same figure with black and red, which I don't, you know, kind of look dumb to me. They're kind of making it like the, you know, Batman Beyond look. But I think if they did this kind of, you know, nice navy purple blue as they did on the gauntlets here and on the boots, if they did that on the actual cowl and on this part and kind of have like a gray yellow Batman, I think that would be freaking awesome. That would look so cool. And I mean, I would definitely buy that variant, you know, because that would just be an awesome kind of, you know, old throwback to the gray, blue, yellow Batman, you know. But the gauntlets are just done really nice. Nice detail all throughout them. Again, we get that really nice kind of, you know, dark blue purple all throughout them. Of course, the arms look great. We kind of have, again, we have this like meshy material. And up to the shoulder pads, which again are just, you know, done really, really nice. This entire upper part of this figure is just amazing looking. Really, really nice job. Coming around to the back. Oh. And the cape is nice. It's a little bunched up at the moment, but it does have like 3 different wires in it. So you kind of have a wire going down, I believe it's both sides. Yeah, you get a pretty nice heavy wire going down the sides, and then a wire going straight down the middle. But it is a pretty heavy wire going down the side here, and it kind of has that design like it did in the game where it's like, you know, 2 different layers. I felt like in the game it kind of stuck out more here, like more light, whereas this is almost the same color, but a nice texture on this cape. You know, it kind of has that like leathery feel to it, but a really nice job on the cape. And of course underneath the suit, again with all of the nice fine details going up the back of the suit. But yeah, I mean, it's just such a stunning looking Batman. Cause I got the, what was it, like a 5 or 6 pack that DC Collectibles did, I believe, that came with like the different video game versions of Batman along with the Bruce Wayne, and this one was like my least favorite figure in that collection. But something about this Hot Toys version, it just popped and made it look really, really good. But that is a closer look. Let's take a look at the articulation. Okay, and for Batman's articulation, that's where this figure kind of fails. And I also want to mention that, I mean, as good as the figure looks and the materials that they use, I feel like, you know, Hot Toys has proven that even though some of the costume designs and just the restrictions within the costume designs, they've made materials work to give some really good articulation. So it's not like they can't do it. I feel like sometimes they just kind of go, well, this looks good enough, just get it out there, you know. But this Batman is definitely hindered as far as articulation. It's pretty disappointing. Of course, the head is basically just on a ball joint, and the neck doesn't move whatsoever, so that's a little bit annoying. It would have been nice to at least get some neck movement, but we do get good movement in the head. You get, you know, about that much up, get about that much down. Of course, we got nice side to side, and of course you have full swivel. Now as far as the arms, you can pretty much get them up horizontal, and the shoulder pads kind of go up with it, you know, so it's not too bad. Going forward though, it's really restrictive. It kind of hits right there, and you just, you know, I mean, the instructions say don't go more than 90, but you can pretty much get it. I mean, that's about as much as it's going to go. It's just running into here. You're going to start really stressing right there. You do have a bicep swivel in there. Got the double jointed elbows, which give good range. Nice range on the double jointed elbows. Of course, you're going to get creasing here if you leave it in a pose for a long time, but you can kind of chalk that up to just being the suit, because the suit in the game did have lots of wrinkles, especially like in the legs. You do have, you know, rotation. Of course, the hands rotate and, you know, hinge up and down, left and right. The torso in the midsection, very disappointing. Nothing at all. I mean, you get no movement whatsoever. You don't get any crunch. I mean, you get a tiny little bit of crunch forward and back. And that's what I was going to say about the belt. It says do not remove. The minute I went to kind of see what kind of articulation I could get with this thing, it popped the back of the belt off. So I'm guessing that that's supposed to be glued in and not coming off. But I mean, in doing that, I get some waist twist. So, but it's very minimal. You do get left and right pivot, but I mean, it's all at the waist, and that's it. As far as the legs, you know, you can get about 45 degrees. You don't really want to go any more than that. It is going to start to stretch. Legs coming up, only about that much. So not much going up at all. Not much going back. You do have thigh rotation. You do have double jointed knees, which give nice range. And you do have rotation here at the boot. The feet kind of hinge down a little bit. Hinge up a good little bit. You do have rotation, and you kind of have a little bit of pivot, but not much, but it is there. It's kind of cool how, like, when you bend the foot down, you kind of get this part coming out to kind of hide some of that. That's very, very cool. The boots look awesome, and of course we do have some tread on the bottom. So, I mean, it is limited, that's for sure, as far as the articulation with this guy. And I mean, you definitely don't want to leave him in certain poses with his arm bent for a long time. Now, as far as that, there is a little part right here in his gauntlet you can pop this into. So then this looks really, really cool. I love that. Great feature there. You can pop that into either side, this side or this side. So very, very cool. That looks awesome. And of course we do have this main face, and if you pop the head off, get the little tool behind there. It's kind of like, you know, we've all seen this before. Pop this through. It doesn't have any interchangeable eyes, but see if I can get some light in there, just in case you guys didn't see the eyes earlier. Really, really nice job with the eyes. They look awesome inside there. But we pop this other face on him. Oops, get it on there straight. And then you have this face, which, I mean, I don't know. I don't really care for this one too much. It's not bad. Like, at certain angles, it's not too bad. But straight on, I don't know. It kind of looks a little dumbfounded straight on, or kind of like, you know, like something like that. But, you know, on the figure, it's not too bad. It's not too bad on the figure. It doesn't look horribly bad. Just wouldn't be my first pick. I think that the other face looks much, much better. But I mean, you know, from the side it's not too bad, you know. The other side, I just think the first one is much better. This face, kind of more serious, stern face. But yeah, guys, that is a look at the Hot Toys Batman Arkham Knight figure. I mean, it's really, really a nice aesthetically looking figure. Comes with some great accessories. The articulation is a little bit of a letdown. Of course, I knew that going in. It's definitely a tall figure. Here, let me put this back on here and give you a measurement. I mean, you see I got my 12-inch ruler here, and that's not even going to work. So let's pop out the other ruler. And I mean, he is almost 14 inches to the top of his ear. To the top of his head, he's a little bit over 13 inches. So it definitely is a tall Batman. Let me get some other Hot Toys out here to show you some comparisons. Okay, guys, so here's some comparisons along with a couple other Batman Hot Toys figures that I do have. The Ben Affleck, you know, Dawn of Justice Batman, which isn't a full Hot Toys. It's more or less like a kind of like a figure that I kind of bought piece by piece. But as far as the body and the helmet, it is, you know, all Hot Toys. Different boots on it. He doesn't really stand very well on his own. And then, of course, we have the Hot Toys Michael Keaton Batman Returns Batman. As you see, he towers over both of them quite a bit. So it definitely is a tall figure, but I mean, you know, it's going to look really, really good in your collection. But that's it, guys. That is the 1/6 scale Hot Toys Batman Arkham Knight figure. That's the review. Sorry it kind of went on, took a long time, but I wanted to show you guys this one pretty much as in much detail as I can, because it is a pretty cool figure. I mean, at the end of the day, it's an awesome awesome figure. But that is a review, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. I'll catch you guys on the next figure review. I'll give you guys a little spoiler of what that's going to be. SH Figure Arts Joker. So that's going to be the one coming up next. But until then, guys, take care, and I'll see you guys on the next figure review.